aggression, aggression and anger to the same coin. A uncontrollable feeling and emotion that can distribute a mass amount of effect throughout any category of your life. I'd have anger built up for so many people. I hold resentment for so many people, and I thought that would change over the years, but it didn't. I might have to put y'all somewhere different. What's a good spot to put y'all at? Oh yeah. Back. See, we steady back at it, man. Aggression, right? A valuable thing for passion and love, right? Because some way or another, you're gonna need anger to really not deduce your emotions, but to truly feel it. Without anger, there cannot be passion. Without love, there cannot be passion. You know, you can be passionate for something so much to the point it angers you when you lose it. It angers you when you don't know how to control it. You know, my aggression has got me so far to the point where I thought that was the only emotion I could really use. The emotion that was most heartily mine was anger. You know, but we don't hold anger anymore. You know, anger is such not a childish concept, not a childish emotion, but anger doesn't really hold that much power once you get older, right? It's not even you really realizing or you maturing. It's just that the more you grow, the less you know, and the less time you need anger, right? It baffles me to see people still using anger as their first emotion through anything, no matter what it is. If it's confusion, love, lust, anything, they use anger to convey what they're trying to say. Yeah, anger can hold so much power to the point where it's used in a mass amount of ways, but anger can't be the only thing you should be using. Anger shouldn't dictate how you feel on a day-to-day basis. Anger shouldn't be your first response to anything that is new or different. Think about it, right? If you don't like something, right, because it's doing something to you that you don't truly understand or you don't like, why would your first reaction would be anger instead of understanding? Try to understand why you're feeling this way in the first place. Interpreting and controlling your emotions are two different things, right? You have to conjoin those two to truly make peace with yourself. I haven't made peace with myself yet. I'm still learning. So is everybody. I'm still learning to not hold resentment towards somebody because they don't see me how I see myself. I tend to realize that not only do I feel discouraged when somebody doesn't understand me, I tend to give up. Right? And giving up shouldn't be your first call of action. Try something else, right? Stay confident. Don't get peppered. That's not the word. Don't get. It's like a deterrent. Don't just give up, right? Just because you don't know how to control your emotions, right? Right? Showing your emotions and then letting your emotions fly is two different things. Being vulnerable and then letting your emotion fly is another thing. You can cry, you can do all this, but once you're targeting your emotions off of one person because they have caused you to feel this way, are you lashing out or are you being vulnerable? There's a difference. You complain about things that have not been changed yet is not showing your emotions, not showing your heart in your sleeve. It's not being vulnerable, it's lashing out. Not everything has to be controlled, but in some instances, to get your point across, you may need to intertwine yourself with your emotions and your thoughts, right? It's a real calling to understand how you truly feel when it comes to type of things like that. It's very hard to understand that. and I know it. It's a thing that's not unexplainable, but not explainable to this point of where we at, right? Later on in the years, I guess, not only will emotion be more studied, the human mind should be not tamed, but constructed in a way it's more simplistic to the point where it's not straight down, but it's easier than so many paths. Because right now we have multitudes of paths, and it's a better way to just break that down into like two or three, to figure out how the mind really works. But the mind is so complex that everybody's mind works differently, Not everybody has an inner monologue. Not everybody can visualize. Not everybody can comprehend and compress their thoughts. But it's harder to put it on paper than visualize it, because even if you can visualize it and understand what you see in your mind, putting it on paper in the physical world is way harder, you know? You could think the world is just a concept of your mind and you construct it how you see it. Because these bad boys right here is the only way you can interpret without talking, you know? Hearing and seeing. Yes, people say use your five senses, touch and all that, but the main strongest ones in my mind is the hearing and seeing. What you see and hear, deception, because everything can be changed, illusioned, manipulated. Your eyes will deceive you, so be careful what you see. All right. One thing I'm not gonna do, you would never see me start a podcast. I might be on a podcast, for like a episode to get my name out there, but you would never see me make a podcast, because them boys just be yapping. Like, I be yapping, but them boys be yapping. Yeah. And I won't do no product placement. I don't know. I feel that's selling out. Now, if times is rough, in the music, in the videos, in the clothes, in the modeling, I'll pick up a 9 to 5. I'll pick up another 9 to 5. I'll pick up 4 9 to 5s. Day in, day out, graveyard shift before I sell out. You know what I'm saying? Sellout's not the worst thing, but in my mind, it's kind of sucky. But everybody has their different opinions there. People will stop supporting you off of one mistake. You know that. People will change off of one mistake, off of one thing they didn't like that you said. They will change on you. So don't try to step on eggshells for everybody. Be your genuine self. And if your genuine self is a horrible person, be that. Don't try to hide. Don't try to be shy and cute and well off, just to not be your regular self. If you're a horrible person and you treat people horrible, be that. If you want to change, then change. Don't put on a facade that you're changing, but you're not. Don't be deceitful. I have met a person that was deceitful to me. Told me lies that I believed wholeheartedly. But don't be depressed about it. I wouldn't say get over it, because sometimes you just don't get over it, It's a hard thing, man. I know. It's a hard thing. But anyway, I was finna read you a page from my book, but I actually engrade it, engrade it in almost every video. But y'all probably won't notice. Some parts y'all will notice. They're straight from the book, because it might sound kind of weird. But other parts, I just say it normally, and y'all won't even notice. Music-wise, I've been selling on the music. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't put down one song, but I think I did put a couple lyrics. I said a couple lyrics with no beat, but I haven't put down one song in the background. I've been slacking, man. I've been slacking. But hey, bro, I got responsibilities, dude. I gotta eat. I got stuff to pay, bro. I'm still otherworldly, bro. I'm still in the low levels of life, bro. I'm still gotta do all the things y'all gotta do. I don't want to do that. I want to get famous to the point where I don't even know what bills is. I lose the concept of money and financing. You know, I want to be out of touch with the world. That's how rich I want to be. You know, but it's all just energy. You know, it's all just energy at the end of the day. But once I get myself well off, I want to get my parents, you know, my legal guardians, and the people that created me off, and then I want to give, you know, the family I have that been created. I want to give them something. You know, won't buy no jewelry, no nothing. You know, you won't see me flaunt my wealth. You'll see it though. You know, because why would I be like, oh look, I got something you don't? Why would I do that to the fans, the supporters, and and the subscribers and all that? You know, like if it get to the point where y'all helping me eat and live, then I'm gonna show more appreciation than anybody else. You know, because this is more than just a fan base. It's a family. You know, and I know I look bummy right now. Excuse the apparel, as I always say. We're It's the workout apparel, man. Don't let the appearance fool you. Let my words do the talking than what I look like. Because I said my appearance is finite. I might fade over time. I look chopped. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the best looking dude in the world. So, you know, there's always an upgrade somewhere, you know. I try to keep my natural state prevalent. Uh, Anything else? Not really. But I'm checking the space more so I don't just be rambling on it. I don't got enough space for the video. I've been checking the space. And yeah. I think that's it, man. Good little yap sess. But my yap sess are important, so don't take my word for granted, you know. Still listen to what I say. And go back to my old videos, sub up. And I catch you on the flip side.